Always use small amounts of color because acrylic tends to dry faster than oil color. If you have a small amount of acrylic in the bottles like this plastic, always tap few drops of water and mix it well, and you always have a freshly, nicely color. And this is my favorite ultramarine, lapis lazuli. And this is one what I put in a video before few hours ago, banana yellow. It is between ochre and light yellow. If you mix that too, something similar, you know, with this orangey and zesty lemon. I dip few brushes in the water, so I will always use that water to mix colors. Let's make a purple. You see how easy is this? And you always dip one drop of water in acrylics and always small amounts of colors. And let's go make one big raspberry here or here. Vuć šta čekaš? You can make a contour, but you don't need to. That's better. Always with light. I can do faster. Somebody asked me why you're destroying your drawings for YouTube shorts, and I tell that those are very fast drawings, sketches, so I can do hundreds, thousands of those. But you know, if you want to film that in the YouTube, that trendy is what people like. I tend to paint for all generations to draw, and not do you think that I'm only in those fast drawings. So I decided to make these few live videos monthly and to put, let me see one comment. Oh, this is oh, this is the like. Let me put those few live streams so people can see what I'm talking about on my channel. That I'm not some who wants chat, but to know what he's doing. So basically, you can do different techniques to get that shape. You can see this part here, how is rounded, not straight or shaped line. It had some curves. So I tend to do this here also, always deep in water. I will change this part. You also go inside 3D textures. Pozdravljam, hello to everybody, for my peoples, for my little peoples, and for the people who follow me. This is for somebody from my family that still is watching now, and it's toddler. Okay, this is the shape. Now I will put the live colors, so you can see how much this is quick what I do. I will change the colors to enjoy the process. It not need to be like the raspberry color. Let's have some fun. This is the light. I need some light because this is the very saturated orange around. I need to make it the fresher. So yin yang, plus and minus, always. And when I put some color like this, I can change it, but very quickly, to destroy that lines that bother me, that textures, to make it more natural. Started talking about the drawings that I destroy, and that is only a few of those for the trendy shorts, and I realized that I cannot get the right amount, 4,000 views with that short videos, and I decided to make these longer versions because I need to get past that 1,000 subscribers. And if you want to do that professionally, not only for myself but for the peoples, and for the not only fun but professionally, I started to make these longer videos. Let's destroy this very dark, heavy line, because darker colors tend to go in this part lower. Sun comes from here, light, natural or unnatural. English is not my not my first language, but I think you can understand me well. This is look like ice cream, like not raspberry one, but peach, peach ice cream with toppings. I need the bolder, the pinkiest pink. If I put a pinch of blue, a millimeter, what will happen? Not much. It is the same like the hand. I need the stronger color. Let's go purple. Now you have this lighter version of color and the darker version, and that is what we need to make differences for the eye, for the spectator. Hands, breads, baguettes, house, raspberry, like in this one. Hola to you, hi to everyone. Let's make some fun. If you like colors, I destroyed the chair here. These are the colors that I prefer mostly. Windsor and Newton, high quality. This one are Turkish colors, cheap ones, but they do a job. You can buy this one for $1.50 or €1.50. This one half kilo is €5 or $5. This one is €9 or $9 for 120 mils, so much expensive. Let's destroy this pattern, this color from this what's behind, put it a lighter one, but from the bottom goes the darker. That is the principle of classical painting. You have that. You cannot compare the Baroque or era of Rembrandt because they have five colors maximum in their palette. They didn't have the blue color since the beginning, from the Renaissance, where merchants and sailors get that blue from one place on earth only, and that is, if you know, tell me in the comments. I will give you 1 minute. If you don't know, to surprise me, I will surprise you. You won't believe from which part of the world. Travel 6 months over the seas, so they call it overseas blue. And that is, in that time, the Pope confiscated that color only to be used from painters, Italian painters, to paint the Saint Mary clothes and around her. So you tell me, what's that blue color. What's that blue color? Yes, these are from Turkey. Turkey. You can buy it here in Bosnia because um, they local shops take this from Turkey and bring it here to Bosnia. But you can buy any cheap version. Just spare the money. Be smart. Don't spend money too much. You see here how this is the like two hands, two sizes of my, and only I squeezed this little of color. Don't use too much, because if you always clean your brush in water, others keep in water, and use it like in aquarelle. If you know what is aquarelle, you are a great professional. Then if you know to use aquarelle, you know to use oil colors. And if you knew to use aquarelle and oils, you can do with temper, you can do with acrylics very easily. But this is something, when you look it like this, between gouache and temper. But now it has that shine, but it is a plastic color. First acrylic painting I saw, and it is the biggest one in my life, in the Museum of Modern Art, which is Pompidou in Paris. 8 meters big painting, and my family members here watch me also. I can hear them. Banana yellow to make things spicier. Some ice cream color here and there and everywhere. Now I only use water to mix these colors together and to get that, let's say, clean look. The blue color that I'm talking about earlier, and you didn't answer me at all, and people, I see only one spectator and others left. Why? And that color is ultramarine blue, lapis lazuli, from Afghanistan, from the mines of the Afghanistan, the far away country that is very, very poor, but have the richest ultramarine color in the world. Let's put some blue here. This is the some line that I don't know for what to use, but I will leave it to stay here. One of the greatest painters from the 50s and 60s that I respect, it is a painter from LA, and none other than one that art, public, critic, and society there left behind, and he struggled a lot through his life, do odd jobs in the cleaning sector, transport with the trucks, every kind of odd jobs, and that is Philippe Gaston. If you ever heard, he have a pretty tough teams for his art, like Ku Klux Klan and that politics in the United States from the 50s and 60s in the society of that part of America. And I really like that cartoonish colors that he used in his work, and that invited me to use them in my work. So these are not just some bright colors, they have some history. These are the pretty newest canvases, largest that I use. If you ever heard about Leon Golub, I think a New York painter from the 60s used that large canvases, and if you can find him on the YouTube, Leon Golub, but also very strange themes that are sociological and speaks about racism in the United States. So they are not so clean about that themes. They tend to rule the world, but not clean in their own yard. It gets pretty messy here. So I will experiment with these two I get from this. Now, if you mix colors too much, you get the black, or you get the gray color. So I put in that gray some cream color here, and I get olive color, some kind of light olive color, and I will put here, and I mix it well with water, so just like you use in the oil colors. But I'll not go to the corner here. I will leave it, and I will destroy this line with water here. like this. Like you go to get the haircut and you wanted that line not to be seen between, you know, that, how do you say, the the cat, not the cat, but cut, the cut, English, the cut of the hairstyle, but without the strong shapes. You can play here, you can put whatever you color you want in your paintings, and always like Rembrandt or Sfumato or Leonardo da Vinci style, but he used 200 layers of colors. And if you think Mona Lisa is painted for 10 years on a wooden board, and we all use canvases and whatever today, always mix lighter. I'll give you some techniques here. Always light go around the lines and you destroy that lines. Mix color in color and you get the beautiful palette. But you don't have this or this. I have this, you know, light that you cannot see good because of this light or this light. I play here for months with this painting, you know. I do this with the fashion details, if you like sneakers like I do. But these are the suede ones from Miu Miu, and I use that design because it's very popular today. And the jeans, this is my stamp here. I forget to put my name and surname and the year. It is 2024, and I mix the different themes to confuse the watcher, the spectator. That is surrealism, what is all about. Not to be so harsh, and strange, like in the Salvador Dali paintings or in the paintings of René Magritte. Ce n'est pas un pipe, ce n'est pas un gelato, but this is the ice cream. Or it can be gelato with strawberries, you know, this is just the texture and the color. I can put whatever I want here, but I always put the humans behind in this part, like where I'm standing here, like the spectator, like you, like myself, to analyze the view. So this lady here sits in some park, in some space, waiting for her gelato in New York City somewhere. I work with my ideas between New York City and Paris, where I lived 3.5 months in different arrondissements. When I have my first solo exhibition there, and tend to start the second round of the 4-year studies on the École of the Beaux Arts, Academy of Fine Arts in Paris, where they choose me between 1,000 people from around the world in 100 the best. So that opened me a lot of doors in the world of art. And you can ask yourself why you then film this on YouTube. Because this is fun, and I want people to see. When I don't have the exhibitions here and there, I want the younger people to see my works, to the people around the world to see my works. So we live in that 21st century, this 21st century, and it gives us a lot of possibilities that people before didn't have. But somebody who raised up in the New York City or London or Barcelona or that metropolis with 20, 30, 50 million of people, it is not the same if you are born like me in the city of 80,000 people, and in New York you always can go out, see the best possible museums and galleries, what today world can offer you. And from my view, I can only watch television from the 80s and in the 90s, and that documentaries around about art, but I push myself to some limits to see 10 of the best museums in the world, and I'm very happy with that. One is the Louvre, Pompidou, Florence Museum, Padua, Venice, Biennale, and whatsoever, where I travel mostly all the Europe. And now I'm paint for you with this my colors that I don't put much money in there. And these are, if you can't believe me, I use 50 euros, $50 brushes before, and this is nothing about the struggle, nothing about economy. I just don't want to spend too much money, because if you are good with chopsticks or whatever, this is the joke, you can do always clean your brushes in water like in aquarelle. And if you are good worker, good master at your work, you can do with these 25 cents, yes, you hear me, 25 cents brushes. Mostly they are plastic ones, but who cares if they do the job. I hope that you are satisfied with this mine approach and this video that I brought to you today. They represent the painting process, not only small, that fancy short videos. I need people to watch more of my, I think I have about 15 longer half-hour videos. I need to get that 4,000 views, if you are on YouTube, what I'm talking about. Now I can put here line to get this. You can see on the top of my hand the shadow, but I want it on the bottom of this hand, so I'll play that, and that shadow will go on the raspberry. So let's firstly take a clean, let me put this, I cannot film, and I will take the ultramarine color and just a bit, and it is clean one. So I have now you can see I have a clean water, I have a clean color, and when I dip I get aquarelly texture, it's it's like a glass. One dip of water, one dip of color, like aquarelle. That is the meaning of aquarelle. Aqua in Latin or Italian is water. Water, my friend. Be like water, my friend. If you know what I'm talking about, what Bruce Lee said, be like water, my friend. And turn the light on. Now I'm destroying this sharp line. I get you a few tricks here. I show you that tricks, so try to use them. This is from somebody who paint 35 years. I sold about 470 paintings, not this large, but 50 plus 70 centimeters like this one. On canvas, I sold about 300 drawings this size. So a lot of work. When I have the exhibition for a few museums here, I work it about 15 hours daily for 6 months every day. So that is art, what I want to say in my last short video, not some fancy drawings with the colorized pencils that millions and millions of young artists try to sell you, and you go into that circle trying to copy them like the Parisian artists, street artists. All their life they knew to paint in the impressionistic style. And if you go to that circles of thinking, you will never prosper. So be bold, be brave, be different, explore, try with yourself, destroy paintings, try the new one, tank paintings, one on another, and when you be satisfied because you are the best critics of yours, and be bold, be brave, try your best, and then do the best work that you can. So basically I wanted just a few tricks to show you here in this video, and this is for now, and thank you for your time. To all my viewers and watchers and followers, and to all of you who will watch this video lately when you visit my channel, I suppose, and let's get that like here for my hard work, and let's get through 1000 subscribers. Thank you.